Okay, so in this particular pre-match interview, there was still talk about how how he's settling in and what's the best part of the best part of the setup he's found so far with the club and things like this. But we will get to the main points of it. My name is Stephen Dawes. This is Palace to the Core. Don't forget to subscribe for all the latest Crystal Palace news, views, and reviews. And this is the pre-Newcastle press conference. So basically, he talked about some of the injuries, or actually, not that bad. Walter went off during the game against West Ham. Well, thankfully, he is okay, so he will be part of the squad that goes to Newcastle. He's also said that unfortunately, Rob Holding has picked up another injury. He said that it's disappointing for him, obviously, because he's worked really hard to come back from his last injury. He says that they're not sure how bad it is. It is a hamstring problem, but they're not entirely sure how long he will be out. So that's another blow to us. But at least it's nothing worse than that, which is good. It means that all the people who had knocks before the West Ham game are obviously okay because they haven't recurred any injuries. So that's good news. And basically, that was it in terms of the injury situation. He was asked about the refereeing situation, the whole Nottingham Forest Everton thing, and he basically just said that he's a fan or is a supporter of VAR. He wants it to be transparent, but he thinks it's a good thing because it'll get decisions right and stuff like that. So he was asked a broad range of topics, really, not a lot to do with Newcastle, although he was asked, does he think that Newcastle are, why have they not had such a good season that they had last season and things like that? And he said, well, they're sixth in the champion, they're sixth in the Premier League. They're not having a bad season. Obviously they've got lots of injury problems just like we have, but he thinks that they have had not a bad season considering the injury situation that they've had. And I think he's absolutely right. I think that if we hadn't had some of the injuries that we've had, I think we would probably have been in a much better position than we are now as well, especially under Oliver Glasner. But anyway, so that was the main points of the interview. Really, he didn't really go into any further details with it. Hopefully, it means that we're going to have the same squad, basically, that went out against West Ham, which will be a good thing for us because it means that that we will have, the same kind of energy, the same kind of team mentality that we had against West Ham. Now, I'm a little bit concerned, although obviously he knows what he's doing. A little bit concerned that Elise, will be playing a second game. He's had quite a few runs of games. I know he hasn't played the whole game, and I'm sure that he won't play the whole of the Newcastle game either. But he's my only real concern. Not that anyone said anything, but obviously, the fact that he's only just come back from quite a serious run of injuries. Hopefully, they're going to be a bit careful with him. But, it's a new chapter. It's a new medical team and stuff like that. So maybe they are confident that he can overcome it. And I'm sure that he will, because he will be an integral part of the team. Because I think that when Eze is playing with Elise, he seems to go up a gear. Although he does do it when Elise isn't in the team, but when he's with Elise, they seem to feed off each other, and they just take it to another level as far as I'm concerned. So hopefully they will be out there and doing their business as well. In terms of a prediction, now I could go all out and say, oh yeah, we're going to win this game 6-0, but I'm not going to go that far. I think that I think we've got a good chance of winning it if we can go out there and do our best. Obviously, we've just had a game a few days ago, so we're probably going to be a little bit fatigued from that game. But I think that we, judging by how Newcastle have played sometimes, and they have got this list of injuries, I think we've got a good chance going out there and getting something out of the game. Newcastle are a very tough team, so obviously, it's not going to be an easy game. But I think we're going to win it. I don't think it's going to be a margin like it was at West Ham. But I think if we can keep on with this momentum that we've got at the moment, I think we've got a good chance of getting something from this game. I'm going to go for a 3-0 win. I know that's bold. I said I wasn't going to go for a whole huge scoreline. I'm going to go for a 3-0 win, mainly because I've been kind of a little bit kind of hesitant, a little bit kind of careful with my scoring, my predictions, and usually they've gone wrong. But I'm going to go for 3-0. I'm going to be bold in this situation. But let me know what you think down in the comment section. What are your score predictions for the game against Newcastle? And if you are going to the game, have a great time. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you next time.